Hi everybody, I'm Santosh Shrestha and I'm going to present about the Australian workplace culture and diversity. It's presented by me, myself, Santosh Shrestha. Alright, let's move to the another slide. Okay, on this slide, I'm going to talk about the diversity in my workplace. Okay, first I'm going to talk about the cultural diversity. Okay, I started my my work at a club where all the employees from different country following different religion and belongs from the different ethnicity. It was fun working with them, and I got to know all about their culture, tradition, language, as well as about age. Again, for age, there were so many different age group of people in my workplace, where some have had a long list of working experience and some have just started. Let's move to the next slide. Again, on next slide, I'm going to talk about the impact of diversity at my workplace. So that first, I'm going to show it. I'm going to talk about the new ideas. Next, we do have good culture awareness. We do have the respect and value of opinion, and we do have the good communication. All right, on next slide, I'm going to talk about the Australian anti-discrimination laws. Okay, it is awful in Australia to discriminate someone on the basis of their race, employment, education, certain areas of the public life. It is contained in the Legislative Racial Discrimination Act 1975. And next, we do have the Australian Human Rights Commission hold have authority power of receive, investigate, and then conciliate complaints of awful discrimination and this legislation. It also have awful in Australia to discriminate someone on the basis of age, unemployment, education, and certain area of the public life. It is contained in the Legislation Age Discrimination Act 2004. All right, next move to the next slide. On next slide, there's going to be a strategy to overcome diversity. We do have first 10 the staff, make project guidance at work principle, believe in unity, be respectful and welcoming to our all fellow colleagues. And back in my home country, although the diversity has not been well maintained, we find diversity at workplace on the basis of the age, gender, religion, and ethnicity. Let's move to the next slide. Okay, on next slide, I'm going to talk about EEO. That is equal employment opportunity and fair work environment. Okay, principle: everyone can have equal access to equal opportunity without discrimination or harassment. There are various law projects against discrimination which are followed: Sex Discrimination Act 1984, Disability Discrimination Act 1992, Age Discrimination Act 2004, and Racial Discrimination Act 1975. Okay, there is fair work ombudsman which helps all the employment and the employee to understand their rights and obligations in workplace, which is under Fair Work 2009.